Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Etefevoke. I'm very excited for this review because over time, I have been just waiting and looking for a book that will blow my mind. Because we're all living in 2020 and we all need some necessary sort of escape in our lives or during our day-to-day activities, and I was actually searching for a book that would do that for me. So when I'm making my to-be-read list, I saw the internet and I saw people recommended Freshwater, and Freshwater is the debut novel of Akwaeke Emezi, and I said, okay. Over time, I have been seeing this book around, but I didn't like the cover. I just knew that there was something creepy about the book, seeing the cover. And I saw different covers, all sorts of covers of the book. And I said to myself, this book is going to be creepy. My cousins described the book in the best way possible. She said, the book is creepy, but weirdly interesting. And that's exactly how I felt reading the book all through. Yes, I got scared. As you know, I get scared easily. But I couldn't stop. I finished the book in hours. I won't say a day because it was before evening when I finished the book. Just a few hours and I finished the book. With every flip of the page, I was amazed. I was happy I read this book. So Freshwater is the debut novel of Akwaeke Emezi. She's a Nigerian author, and the book tells the story of Ada, a girl who was prayed into existence. By prayed into existence, I mean her father Saul wanted a female, and he said, "Oh God, give me a girl." And according to the book, there's a part this part in the book I love it so much, and they said the gods were listening, and it depends on the gods who answered. And this Allah, who is an Igbo deity, answered this prayer, and Ada comes into the world, a fat, beautiful, chubby black baby, but she has her body. She's only a conveyor, or she's only a vessel whereby spirits dwell in her. And there's a name for this kind of children, and they call them Ogbanji. This Ogbanji word is not new to us Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians, I don't know if you've never heard of the word Ogbanji before. I'm a Nigerian. I'm quite surprised. But for our non-Nigerians, Ogbanje, I don't know how to explain that you get it, but Ogbanje children are believed, or are children that they come to the world and they are possessed by entities who take over their body. So they just come to life for a short period of time and they leave, and they can just keep coming, because I've heard about stories of families that they keep having these Ogbanje children, they keep coming and going, and sometimes it takes the effort of a chief priest to be able to close up the gate or stop it. So there's this ritual process that comes with it. The child has to. There's some children that say they bury their something somewhere, so they have to go dig it up, and a lot of practices. I'll leave that aside. But with the case of Ada in this book, there was nothing like that they buried it somewhere. No, the vessel, if you're going to have to leave her, she's going to have to die. But her parents did not know this. Saul and Sachi just said, okay, we have a baby, and this baby is weird. She's not like other babies. She's most times moody, she screams a lot, and she's not the regular baby. And these parents are at loss on how to go about with her. And this goes on. Her journey throughout this book was one of, some sort of self-discovery, or trying to embrace the entities in her, because she's just here because there's a chapter she said that she's not even herself. I'm just paraphrasing now, that she's just here. Because most of the activities, or most of the things that happen in this book, were not done by the person. It was actually the entities or the spirits living in her. And this book was heavily told from the narrative of these entities. It was so beautifully written. The point of view of the book was from this entity. They would want to tell the stories. They call themselves we. Then also at some point, there was some of the spirits, or one of the spirits took over the narrative when due to some event, so she had to take over the narrative, and this spirit was named Asugara because Ada at a point she had to she got to know, she knew that she had spirits living in her. She knew this, so she even gave them names, and she gave Asugara a name, and she gave another Saint Vincent, just according to how you act or you behave. So this journey, it was a quite turbulent journey because one can only imagine how the body or how Ada felt in this book, because she was just nobody, to the point that she was referred to as the Ada, to show that she's just a mere vessel, she's just mere flesh. So that was the case for Ada in this book. A lot, the book bordered on suicide and a lot of things, trying to just keep that. When people say demons in my head, or know that she was literally living with demons in her head. This book is set in Nigeria, the eastern region of Nigeria, and it was also set in America, whereby Ada went ahead to go and study in America, where she was still fighting and getting to embrace who she is, or to learn about what she is. Reading this book was a nice experience for me, honestly, and I really like the fact that she really embraced or told the story, because it's really fresh. It's a very fresh narrative for me. So there are lots of a heavy load of Igbo language in the book, but it was not really so bad. Then there was a lot of vulgar language split throughout the book. Then there were themes, a lot of things. If you ask me now, themes about this book, I don't really know for certain. I can't really pinpoint what are the themes I'm learning from this book. I really enjoyed the book, but the big theme I could get from this book reading it was the fact that humans are just mere mortals, and that we just dispense with. And I feel what I got was that major theme I got from this book was that we're just toys. I don't know if toy is an appropriate term for this, but we're just mere mortals and the gods have this sense of humor and they just play around with us. That was a theme I got from the book. There's one word I think I had it back in my secondary school where they said we are pawns in the hands of gods. That was exactly the theme I got from this book, because of how much helplessness, or how this girl just was in the world and she was not even herself. She could not reason or be like other people, conventional people. So it was now more or less as a journey of, okay, you're already here, so you have to embrace yourself for Ada. So it was quite sad in a way, because you're not even yourself. You're thinking what you do is heavily influenced by this spirit in you, and you know they are in you. And that aside, I feel like there's nothing I hate about this book. I love every single thing about the book. It's creepy and weird in a nice way, but I feel like a lot of people would have issues with this book because of, if you are very religious, people that are religious would have issues with the book. There's some characters or attitudes in a book that was displayed by the major character, but people that normally would say, oh, you need therapy, or oh, you have to have a psych evaluation or something, but it was just discussed passively in the book, and it just boiled down to, okay, I'm possessed, so and it was just discussed passively, and it did not require therapy or require some sort of psych evaluation, or it did not even require exorcism. It just required her trying to deal with it. So I think people would have issues with that a lot, because stuff like suicide, stuff like all sorts of things, think of it, this girl experienced it. So I feel like people would have issues with it, but I did not have any issue with it because I enjoyed every bit of it, and I found myself cross-examining myself when just talking about, because the book would really make you think. Because when you get scared at night, when you get scared at night and you remember this book and you be like, okay, and you start trying to think, okay, what if I'm possessed? What am I okay? Am I sure I'm okay? And the it seems like the author was trying to tell us that she dropped the story down and you do your judgment. But from my own judgment of the book or the writing, she was trying to tell us that wait a minute, not everything can be explained because of this Igbo ontology was heavily in this book. It boils down from the girl's name because they refused to mention the name in the book. But the girl's father gave Ada's father, by girl I mean Ada's father, gave her a name that sort of leaned towards this serpentine trait or serpentine attitude that she had. But they refused to give us the name in the book. Maybe because a lot of people will not understand. But I feel like the author trying to tell us that there's more to what meets the eye. But so when the author talks about things and she makes excuses with it by saying that it was actually the entities that were turning the broth or stirring the sheep at that moment. And because the character was so depressed and so sad at the point that she had to start googling multiple personality disorder. Multiple personality disorder. She went for therapy. It did not work. So it goes to show how the author is trying to tell you that okay, there's more that meets the eye. Like you are in for it. That's what I got from the book. But you can read the book and tell me your own judgment. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this book. It's by far my favorite book of the year. I hope to read more books, so I don't know if there's anyone going to top this one yet. I'm looking forward to it. I like a challenge anytime, any day. But Freshwater is a very nice book. If you're looking for some sort of fresh escape or some sort of fresh narrative, the book was well written. The delivery was flawless to me, and I would recommend it for anyone I'll rate it 5 stars. I really enjoyed the book because it seems like I needed it. If you enjoyed this review, please do the usual, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Thank you. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.